Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope all are fine. Welcome back to my class. Children, in previous video, we learned about the measuring time and their units and measuring devices like pendulum clock, sundial, sand clock and water clock. And about the temperature and measuring temperature also we learned in previous video. So today our topic is laboratory thermometer. So once see the figure in your textbook. Children, whenever I am teaching, don't sit simply like that. Open your textbook and see what I explained in videos. Once see the textbooks, everybody. So a laboratory thermometer is used for the measuring temperature in a science laboratory. What is the use of laboratory thermometer? So it is the measuring temperature. Where measuring the temperature? In science laboratory, they are used to measuring the temperature. So a laboratory thermometer is made up of a long glass tube T. It is made a long glass tube capital T having a thin bore in it. You see, glass bulb containing mercury, the bore glass tube, this one. See this one. So there is a glass bulb B containing mercury which is joined at the lower end of a glass tube. Here is mercury is there. The top end of a glass tube is sealed. Here glass tube is sealed here. After removing A, here see, after removing A, we have to seal like this. So the whole length of a thermometer glass tube is graduated in degrees Celsius. The whole thermometer is graduated in degrees Celsius. So the gradations marked on the tube of a commonly used laboratory thermometers are from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Minus 10 to 110 degrees Celsius. So laboratory thermometer can measure temperature from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. This is called the range of thermometers. This one is called range of thermometer. The range of laboratory thermometer is generally from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius. Clear, children, about the laboratory thermometers? And we have to take some precautions in using laboratory thermometer. So what precaution we should follow? Here see. So the laboratory thermometer should be held vertically while measuring temperature. It should not be tilted. You should keep thermometer held vertically. You have to keep vertically. It should not be tilted. The thermometer bulb should be surrounded from all sides by the substance whose temperature is to be measured. The thermometer bulb should not touch the sides or bottom of the container. So it should not touch the sides or bottom of the containers. So next read the thermometer while its bulb is still in the touch with the substance whose temperature is being measured. And next read the thermometer by keeping the level of a mercury along the line of a sight. So do not hold the thermometer by the bulb. Handle the thermometer with care. It can break if hit against any hot object. So we have to follow these precautions. So about the laboratory thermometer, the structure is like this. It is used to measure the temperature in a science laboratories, and it has a glass tube like this and filled with mercury, one glass bulb containing mercury, and here mercury thread is there, and the range of laboratory thermometer is generally from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius, and we have to take some precautions. Clear, children? Next, we go for another one, clinical thermometer. So the clinical thermometer used for measuring the temperature of a human body is called a clinical thermometer. So suppose when we are getting some fever, we are going to hospital, then doctor will check it with the help of clinical thermometer. He checked our body temperature with the help of our clinical thermometer. So a clinical thermometer is used to measure our body temperature by doctor. A clinical thermometer as shown here. See this figure. Everybody see this figure. A clinical thermometer consists of a long glass tube having a thin and uniform bore. It contains a long glass tube and it has uniform bore. There is a glass bulb at one end. There is a glass bulb at one end of a glass tube. This glass bulb contains mercury. This glass bulb contains mercury. Outside the glass bulb, a small shining thread of mercury can be seen in the thermometer's tube. Here see. Mercury is thread also there. See here, thermometer bulb, glass bulb containing mercury. Here body temperature, and this one mercury thread, and this one glass tube. Clear, children? So the other end of a glass tube is sealed. Next, another side is sealed. Of a glass bulb is sealed. So a temperature scale is marked in a glass tube. In the clinical thermometer, the clinical thermometer has a temperature scale marked 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. So a clinical thermometer has usually two temperature scales marked into a glass tube on the two sides of a mercury thread. Celsius scale temperature and Fahrenheit scale of temperature. See here two, Celsius scale of temperature and the Fahrenheit scale of temperatures. So the clinical thermometer in a mercury thermometer which has been specially designed to measure the temperature of a human body. A clinical thermometer has two special features. First one is a clinical thermometer has a very short range of temperature from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. And the second one is a clinical thermometer has a nick in a glass tube just above the bulb containing mercury. So here two special features while making the laboratory to different from the laboratory thermometers. So the clinical thermometer is marked small range 35 to 42 degrees Celsius, and the clinical thermometer has a kick in a glass tube that above the containing mercury. Clear, children? Next, we have to take some precautions in using a clinical thermometers. So what is the first one? The clinical thermometer should be washed before and after use. Before and after use, we should be wash the clinical thermometer. Next, before using the clinical thermometer, we should ensure that the mercury level in the tube is below 35 degrees Celsius mark. We have to see this one, below 35 degrees Celsius. And next, read the clinical thermometer by keeping the level of mercury along the line of a side. And next, clinical thermometer should never be held by the bulb while reading it. Handle the clinical thermometer with care. The thermometer can break if it hits against some hard objects. So we have to follow these precautions while using the clinical thermometer. Clear, children? Next one is digital thermometers. Most of the common thermometers are mercury thermometers which use a liquid metal called mercury for their working. So mercury is a toxic substance, means it's a very poisonous substance. That's why it is very difficult to dispose of safely of a thermometer breaks. So there is a lot of concern over the use of mercury in thermometers. Nowadays, digital thermometers are available which do not use mercury. So maximum nowadays all are using the digital thermometers. Why means it does not have the mercury. Okay children, did you understand about the temperature and how to measure the temperature and the measuring devices of digital thermometer, clinical thermometer, and about the laboratory thermometer? Up to here understand? Next go for the measuring area. Next one is measuring area. So area can be defined as the space occupied by a flat shape or the surface an object. Suppose the area of a figure is the number of unit squares that covers the surface of a closed figure. Area is measured in square units. How to measure the area? In square units. The SI unit of area is square meter or meter square. The area of squares with unit squares of side 1 centimeters each. So will be measure square centimeters. Now to find a area of rectangular square box. So here see, we are taking one graph paper like this, and we have to take one rectangle box, and we have to keep like this, and we have to draw line like this. And after removing this one, suppose here see, 9 boxes long and 5 boxes are wide. So the number of squares you will count be 45. 9 into 5. So that is 45 centimeter squares. So to measure the area of body which has a definite shape. So in mathematical formula they are given some formulas for measuring area. So first one is, what is the shape? This is a square. So what is the formula? Side into side. So suppose here given 3 centimeters. Side into side means 3 centimeters into 3 centimeters. So 3 into 3, 9. 9 centimeter square. Next, what is the shape? This one is rectangle. So what is the formula? Mathematical formula. What is that one? Length into breadth. So the area of rectangle is equal to length, how much they are given? 5 centimeters. And the breadth 2. 5 2s are 10 centimeter square. Next, what is the shape? This one is triangle. What is the triangle? Area of triangle? Half into base into height. So half. Base, how much they are given? 6. And height 9. So 27 centimeter square. Next, what is this? Circle. So pi r square. The area of circle, radius, here this one 7 they are given. Pi value 22 by 7 into 7 into 7, 154 centimeter square. Clear? Next, units of area. So square meter is the standard unit of area. Square meter, it is the standard unit of area. But sometimes other units of area like square centimeters and square millimeters and hectares, they are used to the sake of inconvenience. So the type of unit depends on the magnitude of the area to be measured. So this unit is depends on the magnitude of the area to be measured. Suppose the area of a field is measured hectares or acres. So and the area of cloth measured square meters, and smaller articles measure centimeter square or millimeter square. So units of area in relation with the square meters. Here they are given some values. See, 1 acre is equal to 100 meters square, 1 hectare is equal to 100 ac, and 1 kilometer square is equal to 1000 into 1000 meters into 1000 meters, and 1 centimeter square is equal to 1 by 100 meter into 1 by 100 meter, and 1 millimeter square is equal to 1 by 1000 meter into 1 by 1000 meters. So these are the values given in the textbook. Once see this one, these values once see everybody. So up to here clear children? So lesson is completed. I hope all are understood the class. Once read the textbook. Clear, children? That's all for today. We will meet into the another class. Thank you.